shaking, YouTube? I'm Alien Hijacker. Today we're going to be playing When They Cry. Now, I'm not even doing this for you, okay? I'm doing this for my fiance. She loves this stuff, and, well, not this stuff. She loves this anime. And so, I'm going to play this game for you. This is for you, Noemi. Welcome to the world of Higurashi When They Cry. The arc will be opening, inviting you into this world. Don't play, though. Please just enjoy life to the fullest. Difficulty is extremely high, but I hope you'll enjoy the reward. Creepy laugh. I'll allow. Please do not laminate. I will forgive you even if the world will not forgive you. Please do not laminate. I will forgive you even if the world... Wait. I will forgive you even if you will not forgive the world. So please tell me, what will it take for you to forgive me? Look at that. This work is a fiction. That's some aggressive sounds right there. That sounds like blood. If I was going to be ripped apart anyways, having my body ripped apart would have been far better. Okay, yeah, we're having our body ripped apart. I trusted her. No, I still trust her. Even in this very moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly sobbing voice. And those tears making, okay, something. That mechanical, repetitious sound finally stilled, and everything fell silent. Only the cry of the cicadas remained annoyingly loud, and yet I felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She is no longer speaking. The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion because there were none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. Then why? This pain, my eyes getting moist, why is this happening? I still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, an inner voice gently whispered gently, My spirit had suffered enough, and countless times I've wavered over whether I should just throw the bad thing away, except I stubbornly refuse to do that, haven't I? I'd feel better if I just threw it away, even knowing that I chose to believe it, didn't I? Only I could understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me. I've tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, isn't it alright to just take the easy way out? Ooh, no. Besides, I'm not throwing it away. Yes, you are. No suicide. I'm leaving it behind with her, like flowers by a grave. I've been playing a lot of suicide games. Now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm, just lift it up. With every swing, forget a little more. Oh! That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head. I loved how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. Perhaps I really did. Love you. Very cheesy. With the title and the cicadas like on this. Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. Okay. Wonder what she's apologizing for. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It had been a while since I went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I've lived there until the last few months, I found this bustle of the city to be overwhelming. Those skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads. The melodious cacophony of the crosswalk. Even the campaign screeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of locusts and the babbling of the brooks, and the cry of the higurashi, the evening cicadas. Rather than make me feel lonely, that quietness had begun to instill a sense of something. There's nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints, there aren't even vending machines, no stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Even an ice cream parlor would be unlikely. The nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. I had lived in the city for 10 years and never been to an ice cream parlor. I should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Somebody is still apologizing. Who is she apologizing to? She apologized so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. You just need to be more careful next time. She's still apologizing even now. She has really, we'll move this down here, done something that can't be fixed. I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to, why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Kichi, we're almost there. Wake up. I was finally roused from my nap by my father's prodding. I'm so fucking confused. It seemed the train had reached its final stop. We'd spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscapes beyond the window in the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. No, they were even from the same era. What just happened? What is this? What? Oh god. What? That's right click. That's not right click. Let's quick save. There we go. From there, we take a car deeper into the mountains. I don't like how I don't see anybody. These are nice pictures, though. And shit. Past where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. Where I live now. Hinamozawa. Higurashi when they cry. Yeah. I'm so fucking lost. I'd like at least one cutscene. Okay, never mind. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Although in charge, you could fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying that view in the air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamazawa, I learned that even air had its own taste. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father, nowhere to be seen. He was probably up working till the early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. It was just because it looked easy. I'd never tell him that though. Mom laid breakfast out on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. Gross! My mom was such a good cook, it was scary. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, a raw egg, and grilled salmon. The only thing she cooked was salmon. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune when she brought over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in such a good mood today. I'm so happy you've been waking up early since we moved here, Kichi. If I don't wake up early, I won't have time to eat breakfast. I thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for doing good. Full bowl of rice, or will it be? Will half be enough? God, pile it on. First, I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that, I covered it with the raw egg. Between bites of rice, I enjoyed the crunch of pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent, as usual. Watching me clean my plate, my mom gave me a warm smile. I'm so happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Kichi. I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. I slept until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting breakfast my mom made me each morning. That was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. I guess that was what you would call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time to meet up with Rena-chan? Hurry. Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. I'm a boy. Okay. Rena is one of my classmates. She really loves looking after people coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I looked at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how does Rena wait there for me every morning? Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I raced for the door. Please thank Rena-chan for the pickles. Come to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I'd known that, I would have saved them a bit more. Morning. Morning. Finally, we get to see somebody. Hi, how are you? Kenichi-kun, good morning. Her cheerful grin was as fresh as the morning itself. You're always so early. You should try sleeping in sometime. If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. She's so conscious. I think that's the word. That's not the word. Considious. And such a good person. If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Kenichi-kun, you're so cold. I'll wait for you all the time. I'll leave you in the dust without looking back. That's mean. Why are you so mean? Why? Rena had a slightly troubled look on her face. Swimming with her was rather fun because of how quickly your mood changed. I'm kidding. I'd wait for you. Those words, Rena seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red. Thank you. I'd wait forever until you came, Rena, no matter how long. Ha. Forever? It turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease. Have you ever read a romance novel, Rena? Huh? I haven't. Never read any before. From that response, I gather she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh yeah, message from Mom. She says thanks for the pickles. It was nothing. You're welcome. How were they? Not too salty? They weren't salty. Actually, they were pretty light flavored to them. It would have been fine, just to be honest, to say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Rena? Or was it your mom? Huh? Why do you ask? Were they too salty? Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Was it you, Rena? Or was it your mom? Why am I prodding? Why are you asking who made them? Why? Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. What? What? Huh? She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys took pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. It was me. Delicious. Huh? Pretty good, just like the last ones. They went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red again. She wasn't completely spacing out. Oh, I'm such a dick. It was truly a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage by some lowlife. You are a lowlife! Keep at it, Rena. I'll train you until you can handle the average person. Oh my god. Or so I decided myself. Let's go. If we keep Mion waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she just kept spicing out otherwise, I called Rena back to reality so we can make our way to school. This strange, easily flustered girl is Rena. I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize it's just her name that's strange. Good morning! Okay. Well, let's see here. I'm gonna do a good save right here. Yeah, let's save that. Bam! Okay. That's going to be enough for episode 1 today. If you enjoy this, maybe I'll make more. It honestly doesn't matter, because I'm doing this for Noemi. Noemi, talk to me after this video. If you want another video, you want to see where this goes, I'll make you another one. Okay? Okay. Anyways, guys, that's it for this episode. Maybe even a series. Depends on her. If you want more and she doesn't want any, yell at her. She can handle it. Love you guys. Have a good one. Stay fresh.